Let's dive into a hotly debated topic that can either make or break your gains. We've all heard about isolation exercises and compound movements, but which one holds the key to unlocking the sculpted physique you've been dreaming of? Both approaches have their unique strengths and targeted effects on our muscles, but the million-dollar question remains: which one reigns supreme when it comes to packing on muscle mass? Understanding isolation exercises. Isolation exercises focus on isolating a single muscle group while minimizing the involvement of other surrounding muscles. They're perfect for those who already have a solid fitness foundation, like bodybuilders or individuals aiming to sculpt specific areas of their physique. Some classic examples include bicep curls, tricep extensions, leg extensions, and lateral raises. Let's dive into the perks of isolation exercises. Targeting specific muscles. Isolation exercises allow you to zoom in on a particular muscle group, making it easier to correct imbalances, enhance muscle definition, and address weaknesses in specific areas. Muscle definition. By isolating a muscle group during workouts, you can achieve that coveted muscle definition and aesthetics. This is especially popular in bodybuilding and aesthetics-oriented fitness goals. Injury rehabilitation. Isolation exercises are also handy in injury rehabilitation, as they provide controlled strengthening for specific muscles without overloading any injured areas. Isolation exercises also have a few downsides that we should also consider. Time consuming. They can be time consuming because you're only focusing on one muscle group at a time, meaning it might take longer to complete a full body workout compared to exercises that work multiple muscles simultaneously. Limited functional carryover. While isolation exercises are great for targeting specific muscles, they may not translate well into real life activities where multiple muscle groups need to work together. Lower caloric expenditure. Isolation exercises tend to burn fewer calories than compound exercises, since they involve fewer muscles overall. Understanding compound exercises. Unlike isolation exercises, compound exercises involve intricate motions that target several muscles simultaneously, making them highly effective for building strength and improving overall fitness. With compound exercises, your body works as a team, fostering better coordination and synergy between different muscle groups. Some classic examples include squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and pull-ups. Compound exercises offer a wide range of benefits that go beyond just building muscle size, including higher caloric expenditure. Compound exercises engage multiple muscle groups at once. This not only burns more calories, but also boosts your metabolic rate, making them perfect for those who want to shed fat while gaining muscle. Functional strength. These exercises also help you in everyday life by mimicking real-life movements. So not only do you get stronger and more coordinated, but you'll find daily activities easier too. Hormonal response. Compound exercises like squats and deadlifts also stimulate the release of growth hormone and testosterone, both of which are essential for muscle growth and overall strength development. Compound exercises have their limitations that we should be aware of. Complexity and technique. Compound exercises can be a bit complex, so it's crucial to maintain the correct form, especially when dealing with heavy weights, as incorrect form can easily result in injuries. Fatigue. Engaging multiple muscle groups simultaneously may lead to a faster onset of fatigue. This potentially limits the number of repetitions an individual can perform or use heavier weights during sets. Imbalanced development. Compound exercises may not evenly target all muscles involved. Neglecting certain muscles during these workouts could potentially lead to imbalanced muscle development over time. Other factors to consider. When deciding whether to focus on isolation or compound exercises, it all boils down to your own fitness goals. If you're aiming to improve your overall strength, functional fitness, and athletic performance, then prioritizing compound movements in your workout routine is key. However, if you want to specifically define your muscles more effectively or address any imbalances, incorporating isolation exercises that target those specific areas can be a smart strategy. When it comes to training experience, how much you have trained can greatly influence your response to isolation and compound exercises. If you're a beginner, isolation exercises might be more appealing because they allow for focused training and reduce the risk of injury since they're more controlled. Compound movements can initially be challenging due to their technical complexity and heavier weights involved, but as beginners progress and build foundational strength, compound exercises become incredibly valuable in establishing a strong fitness base. For advanced athletes who have mastered proper form and technique, both isolation and compound exercises can be used strategically to sculpt their physique and maximize muscle gains. You also need to think about how much time you have available and what equipment you have access to. Compound exercises exercises can take more time and effort because they require proper setup and specific equipment. On the other hand, isolation exercises are quicker to do and may require less equipment, making them more convenient for those with busy schedules. To make it work for you, try mixing compound movements on days when you have more time and opt for isolation exercises when time is limited. Practical applications. When it comes to customizing your own workout, there are a few different approaches you can take to incorporate both isolation and compound exercises. Full body compound emphasis. This routine is ideal for beginners or those with limited time for gym sessions. It focuses on the compound exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once. Upper lower split. If you want to prioritize muscle development in both your upper and lower body, an upper lower split routine would be effective. This plan alternates between compound movements targeting the upper and lower body. Some exercises that you may want to adopt into your workout include barbell squats, leg extensions, bench press, dumbbell flies, pull-ups, seated cable rows, overhead press, lateral raises, barbell bicep curls, and tricep pushdowns. Remember, these examples are just starting points that can be customized based on your own fitness level and preferences. The key is to create a well-rounded workout that targets all major muscle groups while gradually increasing the intensity and load to stimulate muscle growth. And don't forget about rest days, which are crucial for maximizing gains and preventing overtraining. Considering a balanced approach. There is also the common misconception that isolation exercises or compound exercises are always better than the other. But here's the truth. Both have their own unique benefits, and combining them in your workout routine can yield amazing results. By including both isolation and compound movements in your fitness regime, you're hitting different muscle groups and maximizing your overall physical well-being. It's like creating a perfect balance between strength building and targeted muscle training. But remember to listen to your body. Some days, you might feel like focusing more on compound exercises, while other times you'll want to fine-tune specific muscles with isolation movements. Keep things interesting by switching up your routine every now and then, so that your body doesn't get too comfortable or hit a plateau. The final verdict. So here's the thing, there's no clear-cut winner in this debate. Both isolation exercises and compound exercises have their rightful place in a well-rounded workout routine. Instead of getting caught up in the which one is better mindset, it's all about finding that sweet spot where you can combine both styles to maximize your gains. You might want to consider mixing things up by alternating between compound and isolation exercises within your workout regimen, or even periodically changing up your routine altogether, with a focus on compound movements for a few weeks before transitioning to an isolation-focused phase. Don't be afraid to experiment with different training styles until you find what works best for you. At the end of the day, muscle building is all about finding the perfect balance that suits your needs and preferences. The power is totally in your hands. So there you have it, the truth finally exposed. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more informative content that will empower you to become the best version of yourself. Until next time, train hard, train smart, and remember, your potential knows no bounds. Happy lifting.